I'm here with the infamous bikie gang member. What was your name again?
Doesn't matter what my name is.
For the purpose of television, can I call you Ron?
Yep, Ron will do.
Now, Ron is a Harley Davidson rider, been a rider for a long time, and here at the show we do like to find out what people's top drop is. Ron, what do you drink?
Hang on. Is my face pixelated?
Yes, it is.
Good, because I don't want the other boys down there finding out about what I drink, alright?
I can assure you, Ron, your face is pixelated.
Okay, because if it isn't, you'll be waking up with a horse's head in your bed in the morning, alright? So you better bloody make sure it's pixelated.
I don't want that again.
Right. So I enjoy UDLs. They're really refreshing. Quite a nice drop.
How long have you been drinking UDLs for, Ron?
30 years. What's it to you?
Some people say that UDLs are more of a girly drink.
Yeah. And they're the kind of people that wake up without their legs in the morning. Because UDLs, I tell you, are hard drinks. We're talking pure vodka in these babies. There is nothing girly about drinking UDLs. And I will flatten anybody who disagrees with that.
Thanks for being a part of Top Drop, Ron.
And which is why now he is now known as a she.
Oh, wow. Welcome to the final episode of Top Drop Season 1. Now, people often ask, why are we doing a TV show?
Well, apart from being clinically insane, we figured there wasn't anything else better on television, so we thought we'd give it a go.
Yeah, this is true. And one of the things that drives us absolutely insane on television is when shows finish a series and they'll go and put like a little best of clip show and try and pass it off as something brand new. I know. Here's ours.
Hello, barkeep. If I could please order a jar of your finest piss.
Right there if I were you. I got it harder. You couldn't dream how hard I got it. Stay out of my shoes. You know what's good for you.
Is this actually what Irish pubs are like?
Absolutely. You could not get more Irish than what you see here.
Now I'm just trying to see how Irish you are.
Through and through, down to the core. To be sure, as they would say.
Well, see, that just sounds like cliche, like you're trying to sell it. So what do you think of her?
Oh.
Okay, that's an Irish response, so that's a good start.
Light beer. No, I'll rev this one up. I've tried this beer. I've had 2 or 3 of them now. I reckon that is a sensational light beer.
Can I get it in a 5-pack?
Look, I've tried to push my 5-pack all day. Yeah, maybe.
Told you it's a bad idea.
Have a go. See what you think.
On your side, the grass is always greener over there. Wouldn't it be good?
aim of the Top Drop mission is that everyone we have a chat to, we have got to convince them and persuade their interest to our fantastic ribbon and tell them a random, far-out story about what prize we won and what competition. So
Well, that's quite simple. I'm third place, so it's clearly the awards for the worst television presenters, and I come runner-up to you boys.
Yeah. Well, that's right. I got the first of the. It's terrible, Jay. That's a horrible thing to say.
You know, one of the things I enjoyed the most was, remember the day we shot the opening credits?
it was a fun day.
It was. And remember how we made him catch the tractor?
It was his farm.
But we kept getting told, did he catch it? Did he catch it? Well, people think that doing this is a walk in the park. It's not. They think, oh yeah, here they are. They just grab their beers, off they go, have a few chats. But I tell you what, people aren't prepared for some bloody weird things that people say and do.
We've had it all.
Oh my God. Have a look.
Tell us about some of the people you've come across, though, today, Eddie.
Well, there was definitely a lot of homeless people, I'm sure, coming in for a free food and a free beer. I'm sure I saw people who had just come off the streets and gone for it. But well, there was lots of lovely people. There were people that managed to find, these are the tasting glass, you see, a nice little size of beer. There were people that were coming around with the polystyrene cups for water, for beer. So I see there was a few shifty little guys in there, but well, it's tasty beer, so why wouldn't you?
Oil. So the mint leaf, it's not an artificial. We've got mint essential oil from Australia going into that. The Venus nipple is ganache, and it's a traditional ganache. Lots of cream and butter. We give it a 10-day shelf life because no preservatives.
And they are nipples, which is a pair of breasts there, which is very nice.
stand
Always
out.
nice to have a
We actually
munch on.
we have a customer who runs a breastfeeding class in Melbourne, and she'll get that for the graduation ceremony.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So we've gone through a lot of different.
Tell me a little bit about this place. Like, it's stunning. Why is it called the Great Britain?
Called Great Britain a long time ago. I have no idea why. Current owner wasn't really happy about it. That's why he put Indian nationalists who drove the British out of India on the front to show that we're actually not a British pub.
What? Sorry, you're not a British pub?
Well, no. I'm sure it was a long time ago when, we still had the pounds, but it's been a long time since, the good old days.
So you mean everything here is just taking it out of us?
Yep, pretty much.
Well, this is an abomination. This is a total disgrace. I am going to drink this beer out of spite and leave this establishment.
Go back to where you came from.
Would you mind just popping that in the microwave, please? It's a little bit cold.
So there's at least $150 for our fines on that day. Jared. Testing. I would like to just apologise to Mr. McGrath there. He was wonderful to be on the show, but it was just a little bit weird that moment where he's just gone, sorry, what was your name? I'm Jared. Oh, hi Jared, I'm Glenn. As if I didn't know.
Yeah. But that just highlights what a superstar the guy is.
Oh,
I mean,
magnificent bloke.
Yeah, he was great for doing it. But one of the ones that really stands out to me, Jay, is the one that threw you for 6 when he said about all the homeless people coming
the
in
homeless,
to drink the drinks, and we're trying to keep a fairly
politically correct show.
And, where do you go from there?
I just could not go on after Darabin.
No, we couldn't. And poor Shona. I mean, yeah. Anyway, that's just one of the things that happens.
Speaking of weird things, do you remember when we did the haunted pubs?
Yeah.
The weird stuff that was
How
going
can I
on in the
forget?
pubs?
You enjoyed a few beers with our hands, mate.
There were a few weird things going on there, and people didn't quite pick up on all the weirdness, so we put it in a package for you.
Our reason for visiting? Ghosts. We were told that there were more non-entities there than question time in Parliament.
Now, there, of course, anywhere you go are going to be sceptics. So there's a story going around that this may be a fabrication and that there may not be a ghost. It might have just been to help get tourists along.
Yeah, if you talk to the locals, they'll tell you stories well before it becomes sort of public. But I think where people believe that it's just all talk is around the 1970s, early 80s, things like that. People started Post magazine and things like that, actually started to publicise a lot about it. What wine we've got, and,
Yep.
and it was actually juttering across the table. And I thought, wow, bloody idiots in the kitchen. They've left the back door open, or they've left a window open. So I've gone out there and there's nothing open, and so I've gone past the table.
Welcome back to Top Drop. We're here at Flanagan's Border Inn in Bacchus Marsh, just a casual 104 metres above sea level. Beautiful location, great Irish pub, but we're here for a particular reason.
The reason is we've been talking to a paranormal investigator, and he believes that this is the most haunted place in Victoria, the Flanagan's Border Inn Hotel, Bacchus Marsh. Now, we're here to find that out. Do you believe it, Joe?
Well, look, I've seen some reports. I saw a report done in 2007 where they believe that there's about 15 different spirits here. Now, I'm not sure if they were talking about the ones on sale behind the bar or not. Now, Russell, if you can tell us the significance of this particular corner in the pub.
Well, the girls, my cleaning girls, won't come near the thing when the lights are off, and the piano is apparently played when it's the night time, but I've never heard it, but they have. And they only go to the toilet by twos. So, yes, it's strange. They say they just won't go anywhere near the place when it's night time. I'll have to turn the lights off overnight, so it's a bit different.
Yeah, sometimes I suppose it's any excuse to to not do anything around this side of the pub there. Any particular tunes that they've heard maybe? Is the ghost very musical at all?
No, it's just they just hear in the background. They hear a few bars going off. They just don't know what's playing. They just hear the sound of it, like a kid is playing it or something like that. It just doesn't make tunes. Yeah, it's just no sound at all. Really, just like that.
Okay.
And it'll go, and then they'll just keep working, and then they get a bit worried about it. Young girls, that's petrified of anything, really.
Well, honestly, I believe that the whole little toilet thing's a cop-out anyway. Everywhere I've seen that the girls tend to go in pairs anyway, so I think the whole ghost thing, I mean, I'm not one to really believe that there is any haunting in this particular area of the pub.
No, I've never seen it, and I've been here for 2 years now, and it's strange. I haven't heard anything, so you never know. It might be.
Russell had a quiet word to Jay and I that the cellar was the scariest place in the pub, to the point that they don't even use it. So Jay and I sent Chris down there.
Wish us luck. Wow. This is chilling. Very chilling, actually.
Before we finish on the ghost show, can I just say how much...
Ghosts are fun.
They were fun. How much Jay and I enjoyed putting you in that cellar.
Oh, jeez.
You know what didn't happen? Because you got out too quick. We were getting out on the street on where the metal doors are on the outside to jump up and down on them, and you left.
Huh? Well, you know what I was trying to do? I was getting ready with the salt to put at the door to stop any, for those Supernatural fans out there, stopping the ghost coming in.
Well, that's where people didn't see it. The salt ended up around our beers during the whole shoot.
So they couldn't get anywhere near you.
Speaking of ghosts, we had somebody on the show who probably factually would be a ghost.
Who's that?
Miranda.
Miranda.
Oh, of course.
Have a look at Miranda.
After spending time with John at his winery, we thought there could be no better way to end the day than with a picnic at Hanging Rock.
Nice drop.
Oh yeah, Top Drop.
This Picnic at Hanging Rock is a really good read.
I'm really surprised you're reading that while we're here.
Yeah, quite ironic in a way, isn't it?
Well, it's an iconic book for the area, isn't it?
Never knew. Was it true?
Not
No.
sure.
I wonder if we'll ever find out.
Hi, I'm Miranda and I've been lost.
Now, after we had her on the show, we suddenly thought to ourselves how old she would be. Now, Jay, the book is set. The story is set in 1900, St. Valentine's Day. Yep. And it's 112 years later.
Yeah.
She's 14 odd years old, which makes Miranda
126, I believe.
So
I think she may have been having a land of us.
Really,
that
Miranda.
woman.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, going back onto all the things that we've done to Chris, poor old Chris, the hops.
Brilliant moment.
What is it with you guys just feeding me things off the charts?
If you remember, we stupidly in the montage had already eaten the hops or drank the hops.
Yeah.
Because of the theory that it makes the beer taste better.
But you had beer
So
with
we
that
thought
hops.
we thought we'd sit you up.
So you wanted to stitch me up big time.
Yep.
I was tasting that in my mouth the next day.
Yeah.
That's all I could taste.
Let's have a look. Chris, have you ever tried hops?
I haven't.
No, it's really sweet. Very, very sweet. You should give it a
I
go.
have a bit of a sweet tooth.
Yeah, have a go. Just give one a go. Very, very sweet.
Right, I'm gonna go and eat this.
Another wonderful thing about that day was something that Chris did as well, which it didn't quite come across on air exactly how it panned out. I mean, it was the real footage but Chris had the pleasure of wearing a toilet seat.
It was great. I was walking around Bendigo. It felt perfect. There's nothing strange about it at all.
And in his travels, he did decide that the toilet seat was going to fit perfectly on a little monument, which I thought, in all honesty, was disrespectful, and proceeded to tell Chris off. Now, the camera had gone on just as I realised exactly what the monument said. It was actually, we honestly did not know this. He did not research this before he put the toilet seat on, but it was a tribute to the bloke that commissioned the sewerage in Bendigo. So some things just turned to gold.
Just toilet humour.
Sorry, hang on. No, that's appropriate. He's the founder of Bendigo Sewerage. And you just put a toilet seat on him.
We're like going, ta-da!
He's the founder of the sewerage.
Yes, and of course, then we found our gold nugget, and the rest is history. But one other, just touching on the Bendigo episode, beer episode. Something that we've had a lot of people have asked us a lot for since we've aired them, and they've absolutely loved them, is our beer ads. So how can we do a best of without showing?
Did you have any favourites? Did you guys prefer one over the other?
Well, of course, the one we were in.
Yeah.
So here's a beer ad before we go to the ads.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, heaps.
Awesome. We're all done.
Mate, boys, you forgot your top drop mission.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. We don't like top drop missions, so we'll see how this one goes.
Thank you. What's that?
Now that you've brewed your own beer, you must promote your beer. Each of you must make a beer ad each.
A beer ad?
This is a good one.
Finally a mission we actually want to do.
Yes.
Good on you guys.
Good work. Well done.
Yeah.
Let's go do a beer
Let's
ads.
do it.
Hey, check out those lovelies down there.
Oh, blimey.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, makes me feel like a beer.
Oh, good idea. A bit warm.
It's a bit warm.
Oh.
No. Hey,
Whoa.
There's an iceberg out there.
Oh, beautiful.
Look at
Pull
that.
up, we can put the beer in it.
Beer. A great idea. Not so great for ideas.
That we've been trying to make all night is this is exactly why you shouldn't get your sister pregnant.
Hello and welcome back to the show. What we've got to talk about, and it's something that has been an absolute bugger at times, is our top drop mission.
Yeah.
Now, we've had some beauties. Chris, and we've had some beauty punishments as well, but...
I must say, I've enjoyed the punishment side of things.
Yeah, I've been the one that's been suffering from all this. You guys have rigged it.
Excuse me. Never lost a mission.
Never lost a mission.
Never lost a mission the whole series.
How did you get away with that?
It's called class, mate. It's just absolute class.
What, just hovering around the middle, not giving 110%?
That's called writing them.
Well, your punishment will come. Nick, one of my favourites was yours. We just have to go straight back to the start, the first episode where you got to dress up. You lost a mission to become a Frenchman for show 2. That's when everything got rocking and rolling beautifully. And you were very happy that day too.
I did. We have had some clanger missions. Let's take a look at them. Let's have a look, and we'll go back to season 1 top drop missions.
Our mission today is to, when we're interviewing people, whenever the person we are interviewing mentions the word wine, we must make a pompous wine face.
Previously a winemaker and just loved getting involved in production and stainless steel, and so...
These wines, it goes into...
The idea was if the wines pick up an award or a trophy or a gold medal, we give them a name.
Wine, it's some of those wines, Barbarescos, and there are...
He's still laughing.
Oh, good idea.
Oh, here we go. No, other way. Try it again.
They're beautifully, aren't they? Why would it be
that way.
Because can't.
Yeah, Cup that, Chris. There's a beer naming competition. Ooh. He broke his present.
From the top again?
One thing that we do have to touch on as well is our top drop mission for the show.
This show? Not for this one.
Hey, we have one.
Wait a minute, We're like a minute to go and we got suddenly...
Tell me Jay gets punished for this one.
It's coming to the end of the show, I
I've got a feeling I'm getting it big time.
we do have a mission for this show, so we can't get out of it. Let's have a look here, boys.
I don't want to know.
Okay. Now, the mission for the show, since you have done such a terrible job over Top Drop Season 1...
It was your fault.
You must produce a Top Drop Season 2.
Hang on, what's that again?
That is punishment.
Oh, well, we'll drink to
All
that.
right, another season of this, or will we?
See you soon, guys.